Review, 2016 Kia Sedona. What's new for 2016? For the 2016 Sedona, all models get a standard rear view camera. The Sedona X now has heated front seats, and SX and SXL trims get seating for 8 with the optional technology package. Introduction: the minivan is today's station wagon, and while many jokes have been made about this much maligned mode of transportation, the fact remains that families with children often end up with a minivan at some point in the kids' growth curve. The segment has been dominated by Chrysler, Honda and Toyota for decades, but there are a few others at the party, and none are doing it better than Kia, which replaced its tepid Sedona last year with a muscular redesigned model that borrows much from the SUV crossover segment. The 2016 Kia Sedona is largely a carryover from the fully redesigned 2015 model, and therefore boasts the same driver-focused dash design, crisp exterior styling and a van load of versatility. Add Kia's value pricing and the Sedona becomes a compelling addition to anyone's minivan shopping list. Kia knows a lot of buyers skip over minivans because three-row crossovers simply look and feel cooler, so the Sedona is a novel attempt to meet them halfway. If you're sensitive to the stigma associated with diaper-toting minivan ownership, perhaps this Kia will make you think twice. At heart, of course, the Sedona is still a minivan, but it offers some nifty features, including the SXL model's lounge-style second-row seats with generous slide and recline adjustments, lateral sliding ability and extendable leg rests. In all other trims, the second-row seats collapse upright behind the front row to facilitate cargo carrying and third-row access, an interesting solution that eliminates the common minivan chore of removing those heavy chairs. On the other hand, maximum cargo capacity suffers as a result, leaving the Sedona marginally behind its main rivals. Those are well-established rivals, starting with the Honda Odyssey, which wins in fuel economy but carries a steeper price. The Toyota Sienna runs neck and neck with the Odyssey in most respects, though its A-trim is arguably the best minivan to drive, but the Sedona is again likely to be the better value. While the Dodge Grand Caravan has its slick stow-and-go seats and attractive pricing, the van's overall quality pales in comparison to the Kias. A dark horse candidate would be the quirky Nissan Quest if cargo space isn't a high priority. Overall, we think the 2016 Kia Sedona is right in the mix of the segment's heavies, and should hold particular appeal to those seeking an antidote to soul-sucking minivanitis. Body styles, trim levels, and options. The 2016 Kia Sedona minivan is offered in 5 trim levels: L, LX, X, SX and SXL Limited. 7-passenger seating is standard for the L. 8-passenger seating, 3 cross seating for the second row is standard for the LX and X. The SX and SXL revert back to a 7-passenger configuration but can be optioned for 8. The L starts with 17-inch alloy wheels, dual manual sliding doors, manual front seats with a driver height adjustment, slide and stow forward collapsing second row seats, a split folding third row seat, stain-resistant fabric upholstery, dual glove boxes, air conditioning with rear controls, a tilt-handless coping steering wheel, cruise control, Bluetooth phone and audio connectivity, and a 4-speaker sound system with a CD player, satellite radio, a USB port and a media player interface. The LX adds LED headlight accents, power folding exterior mirrors, roof rails, tinted rear windows, a rear view camera, an 8-way power driver seat with two-way power lumbar, 2 extra speakers for the audio system, and a 4.3-inch touchscreen with voice controls and Kia's UVE services emergency communications. The X adds 18-inch alloys, fog lights, heated mirrors, an adjustable 8-power liftgate, power sliding doors, keyless ignition and entry, leather upholstery, heated front seats, a refrigerated lower glove box, an auto-dimming rear view mirror, which is an automatic climate control, rear sunshades, 2 extra USB ports and an 8-speaker Infinity audio system with HD radio. The SX throws in LED taillights, an upgraded gauge cluster, 4-way driver power lumbar, driver memory settings, an 8-way power passenger seat, heated second-row seats, ventilated front seats, selectable drive modes affecting transmission shift points and steering weight, a 115-volt power outlet, an 8-inch touch screen, a navigation system, voice controls and a blind spot warning system with rear cross-traffic alert. The SXL tops the range with 19-inch wheels, dual power sunroofs, front and rear parking sensors, a heated steering wheel, upgraded leather upholstery and second-row lounge seats with airplane-style winged headrests and extendable leg rests. A few of the higher trim's standard features can be added to the lower trim levels via 2 options packages. The LX Convenience package adds the refrigerated glove box, heated front seats, power sliding doors, a 4.3-inch screen with UVO, a rear view camera and rear sunshades. The X Premium package adds 4-way driver lumbar, driver memory functions, the power front passenger seat, heated first and second row seats and a blind spot warning system with rear cross-traffic alerts. Offered only on the SX and SXL is the Technology package, which adds xenon headlights with automatic high beam control, a surround view parking camera system, a lane departure warning system, adaptive cruise control, a forward collision warning system and an additional 115-volt power outlet in the cargo area. The Technology package must be ordered to add 8-person seating to the SX and SXL models. Notable standalone options on all trims include a tow hitch and a rear seat entertainment system with a single flip-up screen mounted on the back of the center console. Powertrains and performance: a 3.3-litre V6 engine rated at 276 horsepower and 248 pound-feet of torque powers the 2016 Sedona. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic and all Sedonas employ front-wheel drive. With the optional hitch installed, the Sedona can tow up to 3,500 pounds. In testing of 2 different Sedona SXL models, we've recorded 060 mph times of around 8 seconds. Essentially, the Sedona's acceleration is average for its class. The EPA's fuel economy estimates stand at 20 miles per gallon combined 18 city 24 highway for the L, LX and X trims, which is about average for this class but not impressive for a new model. The SX improves to 21 miles per gallon combined 1825, reportedly because of its electric power steering system, which lightens the engine's workload. Meanwhile, the SXL drops to a sub-19 miles per gallon combined 1722, despite sharing that steering system, a deficit partly explained by the extra 100 or so pounds it carries. Standard safety features for all 2016 Kia Sedona models include anti-lock disc brakes, traction and stability control, hill start assist, active front headrests, rear parking sensors, front seat side airbags and full-length side curtain airbags. Available electronic aids, depending on trim, include a rear view camera, surround view camera, front and rear parking sensors, a blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alerts, a lane departure warning system and a forward collision warning system without automatic braking. The optional UVO service includes automatic crash notification and special monitoring services for secondary drivers including speed, location and curve limit alerts. In government crash testing, the Sedona earned a top 5-star rating for its overall crash protection, with 5 stars for total front impact safety and 5 stars for total side impact safety. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety awarded the Sedona its highest rating of good for both small and moderate overlap frontal crash tests, as well as for side impact, roof strength and seat head restraints design whiplash protection. During testing, a Kia Sedona SXL stopped from 60 miles per hour in a short 119 feet, though a subsequent test of another SXL resulted in a more typical fourth class 125 feet. Interior design and special features. The 2016 Sedona has possibly the most memorable first show of any minivan, with classy-looking gauges and buttons on the dashboard and a full center console between the front seats. The console-mounted shift lever is easier to use than the dash-mounted shifters in other full-size minivans. That's the crossover feel that Kia was going for, and it certainly sets the Sedona apart. On the downside, though, you lose out on extra potential storage possibilities that you would get with a minivan with an open console area. Seat comfort is good in all three rows, with adult-size space even in the way back. The available 8-passenger layout is achieved by the addition of a second-row middle seat that can slide and stow forward with the outboard chairs or be removed when not in use. This seat's backrest also folds forward to serve as a second-row armrest with 2 integrated cup holders. The SXL's lounge-style captain's chairs offer more maximum legroom than the Sedona's similar seats, allowing an average-size passenger to stretch out on the extendable leg rest. Taller passengers, however, will find that the front seat back prevents such an indulgence. Notably, the SXL seats lack slide and stow functionality, so this trim level is more about carrying people than stuff. The Sedona provides 33.9 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third-row seat and a healthy 78.4 cubes with the rear seats folded into the floor. Beware that the strap-actuated folding process requires a bit of muscle. It's a little easier to flip the slide and stow second-row seats into their collapsed forward position, opening up 142 cubic feet of space in every trim except the SXL, which loses an unspecified but significant amount due to its fixed lounge chairs. The Sienna and Odyssey provide 150 and 148 cubes, respectively, but only if you remove the heavy second-row seats. Kia figured most minivan owners would trade 68 cubic feet for the added convenience. Driving impressions. Acceleration from the 2016 Sedona's V6 engine is confident and refined, and the 6-speed automatic transmission shifts promptly and unobtrusively. Among minivans, the Sedona is exceptionally quiet, as engine, road and wind noise are all held to reasonable levels. The ride quality is agreeable on most surfaces, though the SXL's 19-inch wheels can make bumps a bit more vivid than they need to be. Around turns, the Sedona acquits itself well for a big people hauler. There's nothing particularly memorable about driving Kia's latest minivan, but its approachable character should endear it to potential buyers, and it's hard to say it's any less engaging or capable than the Honda Odyssey or Toyota Sienna.